the government will not be able to spend 10 lakh crores. Yeah. I'd like your response to that, please. Can you hear me?
Arnab, I feel sad that Mr. Chidambaram doesn't have the confidence in the people of India and the businesses in India. But I can assure you and your viewers through you that the current year budget is also well on its way to being spent. There will obviously be some glitches off and on. A lot of it is historical legacy, like land not having been acquired on time for projects that have been going on for long, and small things like that are sometimes causing delays. But I can assure you that every one of us is extremely committed to spending that money. In fact, every month reviews are done at every minister's level and also at higher levels at the finance ministry to ensure that actual spending happens. I think Mr. Chidambaram sadly remembers his days when I remember in every year, by September, October, they would cut some budgets. By December, they would say, don't spend beyond 60% of the money. And by March, they would be probably run out of money. Whereas our government has always under-promised and over-performed. So on revenue, we are very conservative. Year after year, we exceed the revenue, except that one COVID year, which obviously everybody understands. So our effort and approach is strengthen the country, and in that we are also focused on strengthening our capacity to spend. Investors are coming in, our young boys and girls are being skilled to do more work, better quality work. PLI schemes are helping create domestic production capacity, which will help us meet the needs of infrastructure and capex spending, but also help us export goods and services. So I think the country really is creating a foundation for the Amrit Kal, and this budget is going to play a huge role in setting the direction in which India is going to go forward.
I also think traditional thinking is pretty much extinct right now, Mr. Piyush Goyal, because you've completely bucked the trend of freebies. I'd like your thoughts on that, because I'm sure within political parties there's always this thought, that we could just hand over, and this is a very different budget. Even with the way it was being read, the tone and tonality of it, it was not a this for you, this for there, little bit for everyone, everywhere approach. I think that was completely missing. What do you think? Even that, there's no effort to even make it symbolically this
Absolutely.
for you, that kind of budget. Very business-like, I thought.
Arnab, I appreciate your saying that, and we must compliment Finance Minister Mrs. Sitharaman for her matter-of-fact and business-like approach. I can only share with you that I've been now in government with the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi for several years. Not once, and I repeat, not once, has he taken a decision or allowed or encouraged us to take a decision, keeping one or the other election in mind. I remember in 14 and in 19, both times, soon after the election, he would call his whole team together and he would say, elections are over, people have reposed faith in us, now it's our job to take care of the country.
Yeah.
Now it's not whose government, which people voted for you, didn't vote for you. 120 crores then 130 crores, they are your people. Without any discrimination, you have to serve every part of India. And in that, he always asks us to focus on the Northeast, Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Leh, on states which have remained over the years neglected, like Eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand. So we are a government that's very sensitive to the needs of the common man. And Prime Minister Modi ensures that all our programs and projects are in national interest or in the interest of the people of India, not focus on any election. Elections will come and go. He believes that the people of India know best, and they are very smart. They know what is good for them in the long run.
Well, I think also some people commented that the BJP is so sure of winning the 24 elections, it's not trying to do hard to do anything, especially in the budget for that. That may be a cynical way, but that's what people have been saying.
No, Arnab, I'm sorry, Arnab.
Yeah.
I would like to contest that. Prime Minister Modi also keeps guiding us.
Yes.
Never become arrogant.
Yeah.
And never become overconfident.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
you will see sometimes we are criticized for putting in too much effort
Yes.
in an election.
Yeah.
But he believes that it's our duty.
That's right.
Come election time, it's our duty because we have to go back to the people.
No, I think it's good.
With our report card.
I think there's
And
clear
you
delinking,
have to
Piyush
appeal
Goyal.
to them to
No, I think it's a clear
repost it.
delinking. Clear delinking, which I think is very healthy and not seen before. Well, thank you very much, Piyush Goyal. Delighted to have you, and also very delighted to have with us
Thank
today. Thank you, Piyush Goyal. Thank you so much. And joining me now is the Union Minister for Railways,
Thank you.
Communications, Electronics and Information Technology, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav. Mr. Vaishnav, you know, you got so many portfolios. I first must begin by thanking you for finding time for us today, because one question I've always asked you when I met you, how do you manage railways, communication, electronics, IT and all that? Straight to the point, Mr. Vaishnav, a capital outlay of 2.4 lakh crores has been provided for the railways, which is the highest ever outlay. Can you just give us a sense of how this matches with the Prime Minister's vision of a Viksit Bharat?